This is the battle tower. These are the Leviathan remnants, and these are new usable artifacts. And this is how we can update the dungeons in Minecraft. The dungeons we currently have in Minecraft are limited, and that is an understatement. They all look the exact same and they are dealt with as swiftly as mining a single block. With the Nether update and the Wild update, we got a taste the new and exciting structures that can generate in the world, with the bastions and the ancient cities. But dungeons remain the same, just plain boxes with a spawner within. Can we develop a concept that not only updates the dungeons, but also offer new and exciting challenges and rewards to players? Let's begin with one of the simplest parts of this update, the current dungeons. As I said, what we currently have in Minecraft are plain boxes. They are simple and easy to deal with, and to be honest, they are a key part of Minecraft. I will be sharing way more elaborate dungeons later on, but I think it is nice to have these small variants still generate in Minecraft. While they lack the excitement, they do offer the rewards, and I think that's something that we shouldn't take away right now. So let's give this box an overhaul, using more of the recently adding blocks as decoration, offering a bit more variety to this box. And it looks way better in this way. But we aren't here to simply give the current dungeon an overhaul. No, we need to go way further than that. And that means we are upping the size of these dungeons by a lot. Finding a dungeon has to be not only a reward on itself, but it needs to offer more challenges and intrigue to a player. That is why some dungeons may be randomly generated, such as mineshafts and strongholds. Introducing the crypt. The crypt is an underground dungeon which exclusively spawns zombies. It's designed to house the dead, and that's exactly what's going on here. Narrow pathways and untold riches and dangers waiting around the corner. I think a concept like this is really interesting, as it adds a whole new layer of history and lore to Minecraft. Players entering this dungeon may be curious to who built this, what did take place down here, and what secrets can we find. Overall, a really nice dungeon. Simple yet effective. You won't find two of the same designs, so whenever you find this dungeon, you will not know what lies within. It makes you wonder what ancient secrets may be buried underground, and whether they should be disturbed at all. But size is not all. Sometimes compact designs can offer plenty of challenges to players, introducing a new variant of dungeon, specifically altered to certain mobs. Beginning with the skeleton dungeon, a multi-level underground fortification perfect for skeletons to shoot you from above and below, offering advantages to that specific type of mob. And the same goes for the spider dungeon. It has a design unlike any other dungeon you've seen before, more tailored to how real life spiders would work. An altered cave fitted with cobwebs and spider eggs, with the spawner housed within. This ups the challenge by a lot, since it will take some effort to get these spawners and secure the dungeon in its entirety. I already feel sorry for those freaked out by spiders and their nests. These updates to the dungeons add some variety to what you can find underground, but why not go beyond that, or should I say above? With the Leviathan remnants, the skeleton of an ancient creature found deep within the desert, but this skeleton is only the entrance to a whole different dungeon, an ancient crypt filled with untold dangers and rewards beyond imagination. And keep in mind that these desert people were sneaky and crafty, so keep an eye out for pressure plates, levers and what other redstone stuff you can find, because it certainly has a purpose for you. Now let's go up a little more, with one quite interesting surface level dungeon. You may recognize this dungeon from a mod, but this is a battle tower, with a bunch of different levels stacked on top of one another, all with different challenges for you to overcome. And of course, once you reach the top level, you are granted with the best rewards and ownership of the entire thing, of course. What I like about this tower, and with all the other dungeons as well, is that they can easily be turned into bases with a tweak here and there. If you want, you can conquer this tower and turn it into your main base of operations. Or you can decide to, for example, take that ancient crypt, turn it into your hideout. The choice is yours. But updating the structures themselves is not enough, since dungeons in Minecraft currently have a major flaw. You can mine through everything and actually avoid having to deal with any of the dungeon's challenges at all. We want to prevent that, so overcoming the challenges of a dungeon actually requires skill and effort. This can be done via a simple change. Spawners become anchor points for the dungeon. Let me explain. Spawners are the main features of the dungeon and offer its challenge. They spawn mobs. But what if these spawners also protect all of the blocks that make up the dungeon? In that way, one has to destroy the spawner in order to be able to alter the structure. In that way no one can mine behind the walls and get to chests and other stuff in that way. Instead, you actually have to find your way through the dungeon and overcome its challenges. Now I can already hear you say, but what about the mob farms? I have an idea for that. What if the spawners in the first dungeon I showed, that being the small box one, is not an anchor point? In that way you will still have the opportunity to build your mob farms as you are used to, just not in the larger dungeons, as that would be way too OP. Or Mojang could give us the ability to craft our own spawners, but that's a topic for another time. With the structures in place, we need to consider the rewards. Chest loot will be largely the same, with some minor tweaks and changes per dungeon. As with the Leviathan remnants, you can find a lot of honey, while in the skeleton dungeon there are metals and ores to be found. That offers a bit of a change. But we also may add something different, something useful to explorers. Introducing artifacts. These are custom weapons or armor that simply offer a small bonus to the player. For example, this axe teleports you to the entity that you've thrown it at. This helmet prevents you from taking freezing damage. This cannon launches fireballs, and this sword applies a weakness effect. They are not game-changing tools, but they do offer a slight different bonus to players. So, with updating the current dungeons, introducing new dungeons and unique rewards within them, we have a cool new concept for dungeons in Minecraft, making the perfect dungeon update. But we still have the Nether and the End left. Should we also add some new dungeons there? Let me know that in the comments. I've used the Dungeons Plus and Young's Better Dungeons mods for this video. They offer cool additions to the game, so be sure to check them out. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing and check out the next video, as you will most likely enjoy that one as well. That's all for me. Till next time, bye bye.